Hey, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to episode 2 of Banging Meals video. I'm your host and executive chef, Eric Epler. I hope you guys didn't forget, and I also hope you missed me from the last episode. So, today we're going to go Italian. In fact, we're going to go to northern Italy. We're going to be making a dish called Parpadelle with white truffle butter. Now, I'm going to put a little twist on that today. Usually I make it just plain straight up pasta with the butter, with the truffle butter, but today I'm going to do it with a sweet sausage, a ground sweet sausage in there. So technically it's going to be a Parpadelle with white truffle butter with sweet sausage. So before we get started, showing you the ingredients and all that good stuff, I just want to give you a couple of variations about the truffle sauce that we're going to be making. There's different ways of doing it. You can use real truffles, but they're expensive and you got to get them when they're in season. Another option is to buy a pre-made truffle butter, but now you don't want to do that. And the option that we're going to do today is making it with our own butter and truffle oil. You can also use truffle paste, but I'm going to use the truffle oil today. So that's the option we're going to do. One more thing, my daughter, if you hear her screaming, it's because she hates the smell of it. Now don't get me wrong, this is off the hook, it's awesome, it's totally incredible, but my daughter, when she smells the truffle, she goes crazy. She's like, ew, gross, disgusting, open the windows. But, hopefully, I would like to get that on camera. That would be totally freaking funny. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Right now, she's not here, so maybe when I'm cooking it later on, you get to see it. It's quite an episode. Anyway, let's go ahead and start with the ingredients, everyone. Alright, so let's go ahead and go over the list of ingredients. After I do that, I'll go ahead and show you guys what I got laid out on the counter over here. So, starting off, we're going to need egg Parpadelle, which is an Italian egg pasta. It's the thick ones. The packages come in 8.8 ounces, which is slightly over a half a pound. Now, they come in little nests. There's going to be 4 nests in there, and I'm only going to make the half a pound because it's going to be my wife and I. Yeah, my daughter's not going to eat it, trust me. Now, butter, we're going to use a stick of butter. Now, with the butter, I like to use either something from a farmer's market that's like homemade, or like a, what do you call it, the Irish gold butter, or like a European butter that you could buy in the grocery store. Now, again, that's a stick of butter, and make sure it's salted and sweet cream. We're going to use 2 shallots, medium size. The cheeses, we're going to use a cup to a cup and a half of Padano and or Parmesan. Either one will be fine. I personally like the Padano better, or I like to mix it up, so whatever you want. We're going to need the truffle oil. Now, that's a white truffle oil. You can buy that in specialty olive oil stores or high-end grocery stores like Wegmans. We're probably going to, I don't know, I would say like a tablespoon, but I like it strong, so I like to put in maybe 2 tablespoons. Do what you want there. Again, now as far as, like I said, I'm going to use ground sausage. I'm going to use a pound of sweet ground sausage. We're going to need freshly cracked black pepper, or whole peppercorns in your pepper shaker, pepper cracker. Sea salt. I like to top it off with a colored sea salt, like Hawaiian red sea salt or pink sea salt, or Himalayan pink sea salt. I have black sea salt, Hawaiian black sea salt, and it makes it look cool at the end. So we're going to put a little bit on that, and I also have a truffle salt too, which is really cool. It's got black truffles in it, so I'm going to put a little bit on that too. The topping, parsley, I like to put like a little chopped up parsley, very fine, a little bit of parsley, not much, just make it look pretty, for your pictures. If you're like me, I like to put my food on Facebook and make everybody hungry. Okay, and the most important ingredient, you're going to need probably up to like a half a cup of white wine. Anything is fine, Pinot Grigio, Sauvignon Blanc, Chardonnay, either Pinot Grigio or Sauvignon Blanc would be good. And that's it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the ingredients really quick, and then we'll go ahead and get started. All right, here's a quick tour of our ingredients. Here's our egg Parpadelle, our 8.8 ounces, our 1 stick of butter, our 2 shallots. Over here we have our pepper, freshly ground pepper, and parsley in the background there. White truffle oil. Here's our Padano cheese. Here I have those two sea salts, sea salts I was telling you guys about, the black Hawaiian and the white sea salt with black truffles in it. Kind of mix it up a bit, you know. Over there is our frozen sausage that needs to be defrosted. And in the background is our white wine. Now that's a wow, Sauvignon Blanc, but it's kind of empty. I think we need to get another one. I want to drink some, definitely, while I'm making this. So, alrighty. Let's go ahead and get started, and we're about 30 minutes away from an awesome, delicious Italian classic. So one tip I want to give you guys before we start making this dish. I highly recommend buying one of these, a saute pan. Mine is about 14 inches. It's made of high quality stainless steel. It cost me about 200 bucks. I've had it like 8 years, and this thing is still kicking, man. Let me tell you, it's built like a tank. It's going to last forever. Now the reason for this is because obviously we're going to start cooking our truffle butter in here, but when the pasta's done and the sausage is done, we're going to add the pasta in, the sausage, and the cheese. And it's going to give you plenty of room to go ahead and toss everything together. You know, if you have something small, it's going to fall with the sides and mess up. You know, you're going to make a mess on your stovetop. You don't want to do that. You know, just more cleaning up to do. Also, it retains heat very well. But yeah, another advantage, you know, it's a really good kitchen weapon. You know, I like to promote violence on my cooking shows. You know, I'm just kidding. But seriously, you know, anybody messes with me in the kitchen, you get knocked in the head with this, you're going to go down for the count. And one more thing we're going to be using since we're browning sausage, 10-inch cast iron skillet. Now, in episode 1, you know, I told you I swear by these. You know, get yourself some cast iron pots and pans. They're awesome. They last forever. And it's also, again, it's also a really good weapon in the kitchen. You know, knock somebody out. You know, wicked hit to the head. Alright everyone, we're ready to go ahead and start the cooking process here. So, first thing we're going to do is brown the sausage. I've got the ground sausage, ground sweet sausage, in the pan over here, and again, in the iron skillet. We're going to go ahead and brown this, break it up, and then we're going to set it aside. In the meantime, you know, let's just go over the ingredients that are ready one more time. We got the grated Padano, a stick of butter, again, European butter or Irish butter. These are the minced shallots, our chopped parsley. Here's the egg Parpadelle. This cup is for our water I told you about. So this is a reminder for me so I don't forget about the damn water like I usually do. Here's our white wine. Again, this is a Sauvignon Blanc. You can use a Pinot Grigio if you want. I'm having a side of asparagus with this. And over here we have our salts and our truffle oil and our black pepper. So let's get this browned, and you know, we'll pick it up from there. Now, one thing I want to say, I like to do CDs that I like to listen to. You know, in the first episode I had some Sepultura playing and some other things. But unfortunately, for me to actually monetize this video, I have to own the music. So, we're listening to my first CD from my first, well, one of my bands, I Hate Pop. This is the CD called Wicked Songs for Wicked People. So we're going to have that in the background for tonight. And, you know, we just have to keep playing my music, unfortunately. I'm just kidding. You know, while we're doing these videos. I will do some, however, you know, like maybe I'll do a Southern video with some, you know, Hank 3 or something, or Johnny Cash, but, you know, unfortunately I can't get paid for that one. So, anyway, let's get this going here, and I'll see you in a few. Alright, so our sausage is cooked thoroughly here, our sweet sausage. It's going to sit here, on the side. We're going to let that rest. In the meantime, I've got the half a cup of Sauvignon Blanc in the gigantic saucepan here. Our water for our pasta, heavily salted water, and our asparagus over here on the side. So let's go ahead and give this 1 second. Actually, I'm going to take a sip of that wine I was telling you about before when I had to get a bigger bottle. So here we go. Cheers. Check it out. My wife, who's manning the camera tonight, is drinking Eric's homemade cider, pear cider. So you guys got to try some. 12 bucks a 6-pack. I have an illegal liquor business going. Anyway, let me, oh, that's good. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw the shallots, the minced shallots, again, that's 2 whole shallots in the wine. We're going to mix this up and let this cook about 5 to 6 minutes until most of the wine evaporates. Once that's complete, we will go ahead and add the butter and the truffle oil. Let's get this mixed up really well here. Okay. So like I said, once this is done, we're going to put in the butter, the truffle oil, and then we'll go on with the next steps. Alright, so our wine is reduced, our shallots are done. What we're going to do is we're going to kill the heat. We're going to take that stick of European or Irish gold butter, we're going to drop it in the pan, let it melt, and then we're going to add the truffle oil. So let's go ahead and just stir this around. I like to break it up a little bit. Bust that damn butter up. I know you can do it. So let's go ahead and just stir this around. Alright, that butter's melted here. Now we're going to add the star of this dinner, the white truffle oil. Delicious stuff. Like I said, I like to make it a little stronger. I'm going to add probably like 2 teaspoons in there. It's really good stuff. It smells freaking delicious. Alright, here we go. Smell that. Oh, hey, Bee Bunny. What's going on? Say hi, everyone. Say hi, Bee Bunny. Oh, remember, I told you, she hates this. I guess she smelt it from the other room and she's coming in here to smell it here. Check it out. You want some? Oh, come on. Come smell it. No? Alright.
I want to be in the video.
Say hi, Julian.
Hi.
Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
This is my son. You remember him from episode 1. He's gonna eat the truffle oil. He likes it. And he's gonna have some asparagus, unlike Rihanna. She's not gonna eat anything. Alright, bunny.
Bye.
Alright, so now we're gonna put this aside. Remember, I cut off the heat. We're gonna just let it sit here. In fact, I'll put it right over here. We're gonna bring the water to a boil. We're gonna add in the egg parpadelle, and I'm waiting for the darn asparagus to get hot. You know what? It would help if I put it on the stove, huh? Okay, here we go. So we're gonna cook these guys. Once it boils, we're gonna put a lid on it. I'm sure you know how to make asparagus. I mean, you know, I hope so at least. And you know, we'll see you in a few. Since we're sitting here waiting for the food to cook, instead of boring you watching that, you know, I want to show you something that has nothing to do with this video. Right here I have a bottle of organic apple cider vinegar. This stuff is really wicked, let me tell you. What I like to do with it is pour it over a glass of ice, like 2 shots, dilute it with some water, about the same amount of water, and then drink it down really quick. It's really disgusting and it's harsh going down, but let me tell you, it's got you know, you're probably wondering what the hell is this guy talking about. But no, seriously, it's got really good health benefits. It's good for your digestive system and for your liver. You know, if you like to drink, I'm guilty. Cleanse you out there. And it prevents certain cancers. And it's got other health benefits, but I'm not really, I don't know all of them. But if you Google it, you know, check it out. You know, the benefits of it. It's really cool. But yeah, I thought I'd share that with you. Okay, so we got the pasta done. I strained it so I didn't have to bore you guys with that process. The asparagus is done. Now I'm going to teach you boys and girls out there a new word. The asparagus and the pasta are cooked al dente. That means to the tooth in Italian. Now it's a little firmer. The asparagus is a little firmer. The pasta is a little firmer. It tastes better that way, not mushy. Like you don't want that like an earthworm, like you're eating an earthworm or something. Anyway, here's the now again the truffle butter and the wine and shallots and the oil are in here. We're going to go ahead and add the pasta, the egg parpadelle. Put that bad boy in there. One second, guys. I got to grab another spoon here. Now you're not going to believe what I did. An idiot. I forgot to add the water. Take it out. So thank God there was enough water that dripped out of the strainer to make it like a third of a cup. So we're going to add that water in there. I'm telling you, it's very easy to do. We're going to give it a toss a little bit. We're going to toss the salad a little bit here. Now, this is on like a medium heat, so just to give you an idea of what we're doing there behind the scenes. We're going to add in that Parpadelle cheese. And we're going to take our sausage and we're going to scrape that sweet sausage in there. Get in there, get in there. Okay, now let's mix this bad boy up. We're just going to keep mixing it, tossing it until the cheese is completely melted. Once the cheese is completely melted, we're done. That's it. So like I said, this was a really easy meal to make. It takes about 30 minutes, and it's delicious. So let me finish this tossing here, and what I'll do is I'll get a plate ready. Actually, I'm going to put it on a pasta platter over here, and I'll put the final toppings on there. And then, we'll be ready to eat. All right, everyone? Talk to you in a bit. Now, I'm really disappointed in the way Rihanna reacted to the smell of the truffle oil. You know, I told you guys earlier in the video that she was going to come here and go, get me out of here, it's disgusting, and run out of the house. But no, she came in here like a scared little whimpering puppy, stuck her nose up in the air, made a few little noises, and kind of circled and went out. Make me look like a liar. But no, seriously, I will get her one of these days. I'll get her on the camera and I'll show you how crazy she goes. Not even the truffle oil, certain smells, if I'm cooking meat, chili, whatever, she goes crazy. But one of these days, I'll get her and I'll show it to you. It's funny. You'll love it. Alright, everybody. So Julian wanted to say a few words. He was bugging me to be in the video more. So what did you think of the pasta, Juji? Was it good?
It was delicious.
It was delicious? You gotta look at the camera.
It was delicious.
Yeah? Cool. And you like the asparagus too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You gonna say goodbye to everybody?
Bye.
And say you're gonna make a video and watch your video next time, right?
I'll make a video. Watch my video next time. Bye. Peace out.
Actually, my next video, Julian likes to cook. I'm teaching him how to cook. So my next video, I said he could be the chef, the boss for the next one. So we'll have Julian in parts of there being the chef, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna show them how to use a knife and chop? All right.
I'll
Okay.
use a big knife.
A big knife. All right. Say bye-bye, buddy.
Bye. Peace out.
Peace out. Okay, we're back. Take a sip here of my beverage. Alright, so we have our final dish on our pasta platter. We're going to go ahead and add the final ingredients here. I'm going to put some fresh cracked pepper on. I like a lot of pepper, but my wife doesn't, so I'm going to be nice and just put a little bit on, and then I'll load my plate down later. We're going to add that truffle, black truffle salt. See, if you look in there, you can see those black truffles. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on. Again, you can put this on your table and add it, kind of as needed to your taste. I'm going to throw on just a little bit of the black Hawaiian sea salt. I know my wife doesn't like this either. So I'm going to be nice again because I'm such a nice husband. I cook her all these fabulous dinners every night. She's so lucky. And I'm going to add on some parsley. All right. Voila. How's that look, everyone? I'm telling you, you're going to love this. All right, guys. Well, I really hope you can make this at home and you try it. Please comment and let me know how you made out. You're not going to go, you can't go wrong with this, trust me. So I thank you again for attending or watching episode 2. I feel like I'm in a studio, that's why I say attending, like a live studio. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please do me a favor. I know a lot of you commented on Facebook and liked on Facebook. More importantly, can you please go onto YouTube? It's the actual YouTube channel and like the YouTube channel and subscribe to it because I get paid more. But no, I want to get, I'm trying to be known and I'm trying to get on the Food Network and, with all your help out there, that would be great. So enjoy. Again, everyone, enjoy and thanks for attending and we'll see you on episode 3.